guys, we are back for March Munchies, and tonight we're going to make something really yummy. We're going to make Hot Pockets. A lot of people use the pizza pockets, but you can also fill it with a lot of other things. And I've heard it's really good, so let's try it and see. First thing we have here is 3½ cups of mozzarella melted. It takes about 2 minutes, and you have to stir it in about 30-second intervals to get it all melted like this. And then we're going to add an egg to it, but we don't want to add an egg while it is hot because it'll cook your egg, okay? So we're going to, while we're doing this, let it cool down for a minute. And we got 1.5 cups of almond flour. So we're going to take a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to add that to the almond flour. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of almond flour, baking powder, and a teaspoon of xanthan gum. A new package here. The xanthan gum is the stuff that makes it more bread-like. So it puts the air in there, and you don't want to miss that step. Well, if I can get it open. Okay, there we go. So we need a teaspoon of that. And then if you want any added spices, you can put garlic or onion. We need to have 1/2 teaspoon of salt, so we need a little bit of salt. I'm just going to put a little bit there. I'm just going to put a little bit of the garlic and onion flour powder in there to add a little bit of flavor. And then we'll mix that up. Mix this up pretty good here. It's sitting there. Okay. Okay. And then we'll set that aside. We need an egg beaten to add to the mozzarella to make our dough. So let's just gonna stir that up a little bit there. Okay, and add it to our dough mixture, our mozzarella. And then now what we're going to do, and sometimes this can splatter a little bit, but we're going to add our mixture with our beater here, because, so now we got to add this a little at a time, and it's going to get a little crazy with the mixer. It's easier if you have the stand mixer, and you could do it with your hands, but it takes a long time to do it in that way. So we're just going to mix it up here with the now that you have it all mixed up as far as you can go with the mixer without burning up the motor on the mixer, and we peel it off of the beaters for that, and then we just start mixing it up with the hand till it's a dough. Okay, you get it in there and mix it up real good. Till it starts to form. You don't want to do it too much, because if you mix it up too much, it starts the almond flour and the cheese, the oils from it start to peel away from each other. So you don't want that to happen. You just want to mix it up to where it's, it's a pretty good, like a dough ball, It's a pretty good sized dough ball like this right now. That's looking pretty good, I think. Okay. Alright, so then we're going to do what we did before. We're going to put a wet paper towel down so that we can roll it out. And our parchment paper. Okay. Probably gonna break this in half because I don't have as much space as some people with a big kitchen. So we're going to, again, we want it to be square, so you can make it as square as possible before you roll it out. That'll be good. Okay, put your other paper there. Get it as square as possible. You see how the paper towel kind of holds it in place? That's really nice. Okay. And then what we need to do is I'll pause it for a second.
Go.
Okay. Then we're just going to cut it like you would for your... Okay. We'll put this aside because we'll re-roll that, but so we have one to go with here. You can make them as any size you want. They don't have to be big, but you do want them to be able to be filled and then fold over. So we're going to do these two right now. Okay, and so the first one I'm going to make is a pizza one. We're going to put, and most people use Rao's sauce because it has less sugar in it. I don't have Rao's sauce. I'm just using what I have right now. So I have Italian sausage and herbs, so that's what we're using.
Okay.
So we're going to use pizza sauce. In there. And you can use as much or as little as you want for it. And then we're going to use some mozzarella. Okay. Again, as much or as little as you want. And we'll use some pepperonis. I like pizza. I like pepperoni pizza. These are yummy. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Now, on the other one, I'm going to put some ham. Because we like the ham and cheese Hot Pockets too. So I'm going to put some ham in there. You know, some people like honey mustard, and they would put honey mustard down in there. And that might be good. But we're just going to do some ham and some cheese on this one. Okay. We don't want it to, maybe we'll cut it because we don't want it to come out the sides here. Let's do this. And we'll cut it in little pieces, make it easier to eat anyway with all the little squares here. And we'll put them on here. Okay, and then I'm going to use Colby Jack cheese on there. I'm probably going to have to cut this too because it's a little big. There we go. The greatest thing about this is that we can make it any size, and for our little tummies, we don't have to make them big like this. We can make little ones that are half the size that we can actually eat. I'm just doing these so we can show you how to get it started. I'll probably make a bunch of little ones with the rest of it, and then show you a picture at the end. So what you want to do is fold it over. And you want to push the ends together, make sure all the toppings are in there. Whoop, we got some pizza sauce coming out of the end here. Okay. Again, this is the first time I'm making it too, so this is a learning process here. We won't put as much sauce next time. Boop. But gotta make sure they're all together here. And then do it on this one. if you want to get really fancy, you could take a little fork and have little designs on the sides of it. It kind of looks like a Pop-Tart. But, okay. So then all we got to do is you can pop it in the oven if you're putting it on a baking sheet for 350 for 15-20 minutes. I'm going to put it in the Ninja Foodi at about 350 on the air fryer and watch it probably for like 7 minutes, and we'll see how it turns out. Because I want it to be extra crispy, and the air fryer is pretty good at that. So I'm gonna put it in there, and I'll show you what it looks like when we get it.
Action.
Okay, I just pulled it out of the Ninja Foodi, and we cooked it for 7 minutes, and then we cooked it for another 5, and it got pretty brown there, and it's really crispy, and you see the other side is just as crispy. So we're excited to try these. We're gonna let them cool off for a few minutes. The one thing I didn't tell you, and when we were doing it, is to take an egg with a tablespoon of water and brush it over the top of there. That helps get it crispy. Was what I did with these. And I'm making a bunch of smaller ones right now to for little tummies for lunches. And I'm going to put these together so we have, several to do. But I wanted you to see that, and then the egg wash, and we'll let it cool off, and we'll be back when we test it.
Action.
Okay, so I cut them open so we could see how good they look inside there. This is the ham and cheese, and this is the pizza one. So we're going to try a bite. Which one do you want to try, honey?
The pizza one.
The pizza one.
Yeah.
Okay, so, ooh, it's hot.
How about that little one?
You want to try this part
Is that
of
okay?
it? Yeah.
'Cause that's the tip.
That's the tip of it.
Thank you so much.
It's hot, baby. Woo! Very cheesy, huh?
Wow. Mm-hmm.
What does it taste like? Tastes good?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Yeah? Something you would like? Let me see. I'm going to try it. Yep. That's a hot pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Very hot, but it's a hot pocket. It is good. Highly suggest you try this. Let's try the ham and cheese one, honey.
Okay.
Did you get any ham in that one? I don't know if the end on that one had ham.
I like this one.
Would you like the ham and cheese one better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Try out.
Okay. Let me try this one.
That's good.
Okay.
They're both good.
Like
Okay.
a ham and cheese hot pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Worth it. This is our first time doing it. It is really good. This is really good, and we can eat it.
Yeah.
So that's the positive side. Okay, I'm going to make a bunch of little ones. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you make it, because this is really good. You can even freeze them and then pop them in when you want to cook them in the oven or in our Ninja Foodi, and then you'd have a really good lunch or a snack. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Thank you for doing March Munchies with me.
Action.
And don't forget to get your water in. Here we go. Very good. Oh, the other thing I want to do is, last night I made chicken bacon ranch, like cracked chicken. You could put that in here too. That would be amazing. I could taste it. So, okay, getting full. Have a good night. We'll see you guys later.